You and I See Different, Season 7. You guys already know your host, Julian Luciano. This is an amazing topic. I wanted to speak more on empaths. Being a massage therapist myself, I wanted to let you guys know that I take on a lot of energy. I take on a lot of people's pain and discomforts, and it is very important for massage therapists to also take care of their mental health as well as their emotional health and physical health, right? So I wanted to go ahead and say that being a massage therapist, well, for me, of course, being a massage therapist is extremely amazing, but it can be tiring. When I say tiring, I mean fatiguing. And the only reason why I say this is because nobody really understands the reality of life. Now, there are times where it feels like a lot more spiritual than the actual physical or earth guided only. So maintaining that balance it's very important. It's very important to maintain a very good spiritual balance to where you're connected with earth, where you're connected with your with whoever you praise. For me, that's God, and as well as being able to remain social, being able to remain friendly and happy to the people that are around you, because you understand that everybody that is around you, of course, like I've said before, is on their own journey. But not only that, they have experienced life completely different. And we must know that people that surround us are going through their own trials and tribulations. So sometimes being an empath, you're able to recognize this without others recognizing it, or without others that are around them recognize it first, or if that makes sense. It's easy for you to recognize, simple. And, well, easier for me to recognize. And it's quite difficult to take on energies that you know can be doing better. But of course, you do not know. I am not. Again, I am not God to judge. I am not judging. It is just pure observations on where I've lived. I've worn different shoes, and I've been through quite some experiences that have allowed me to open my mind and expand my mind to the fact that understanding is like major key. Seeing people with grace is major key. So in all reality, all I'm trying to say is that we as people must understand how to face our own trials and tribulations on our own, and not project them onto others based upon our own experiences. Now, maybe this might bring or give us a different outlook on life, and maybe it won't. Prime example would be meeting somebody that is not, I don't know, per se from this country, for example. Somebody that has a different ideology, somebody that has a different culture, somebody that has a completely different perspective on what it is to be an American citizen, or what it means to be, I don't know, an American citizen. So there is no sense of, and there is no sense of judgment when it comes to their ideologies and how they perceive life. But because of our ignorance, right, we completely neglect other people's ideologies and other people's ways of believing and thinking and being. I feel like as well, if we focus a lot on how the future is supposed to be, it is completely irrelevant to your actual title, which is human being. You're supposed to just be Now, being can be difficult for some, of course, because of so many different things like financial situations, or not having what you have, not having what you want at the moment, not trusting in the process of being of the long game, right? Of longevity. And all this has to do with emotional, mental, and physical distress. Now, if we don't put our focus on all of those three things, we won't be able to have a present life. Now, the reality of presence is that we're able to completely enjoy every single moment that comes to us and for us, right? It's like meeting, I don't know, your neighbor. You might say good morning, but you really should say, how has your day been? How are you? I mean, I see you every day. Like, why not know the person's name, and call them by their name, and be respectful in that way, and be personable. Not saying be personal, but I mean, it's your neighbor, for example, so these ways of living are very interesting, because as humans, the only thing that can connect us is connection, right? I mean, the only thing that can bring us all together in unity is connection. So if we're not building these connections, there is no way that unity can be formed. Now, I'm not saying follow them on Instagram and follow them on Facebook and that's it, you're connected. No, this is a fallacy. This is fake. We must be more personable and understand that, people have their own thing. They have their own routine. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be susceptible to everybody. Don't make yourself available to everybody, but enjoy the current moment that you are living. Just be who you're going to be, and understand that everything else is a process throughout the whole day. Now, if we don't wake up with passion to do what we want to do on a daily basis, then it really doesn't make it enjoyable. You got to understand that it doesn't matter if you're working at Auntie Anne's, if you're working at Burger King, if you're working at McDonald's, if you're working at Advent Health or Orlando Health, and you're the prime doctor at the highest pedestal or whatever, and you're on the board of directors of oncology. There's so many different avenues that we can all go, right? And we should give people grace when it comes to the things that they do. I mean, think about this. We are possibly the number one consuming culture ever. I mean, America must be the number one. Why not spread gratitude a little bit more? Say thank you for those that cut your grass, for those that blow the leaves, for those that cook your meal in the morning, that make your coffee if you're a Starbucks drinker, for those that create your vitamins that you take every single morning. I mean, there's so many things to be grateful for. You can say thank you every single time that you do something, pick something up, see somebody spreads information to you. Even if it's just a little story of their past, it is still knowledge that is being given to you for free. And with these stories and with these experiences, we are able to grow. We are able to feel grateful for having life. It's something that you didn't know yesterday. So my whole thing today is to take care of your mental, emotional, and physical self, to be able to be present, to understand that others' ideologies and others' beliefs are completely unique, and that as human beings, we should just be and not worry about the future. The only thing that holds us together, in my opinion, is time. There's going to be a time where we're gone. There's going to be a season where we're not talking no more. There's going to be a season where you meet new people. There's going to be a season where you have new adventures. Now, don't believe that you're going to be stuck forever in the lifestyle that you currently have, because it's not true. You know, somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to be born. Somebody's going to get married. Somebody's going to get something. So you're going to get a promotion. You're going to do great at your job. You're going to do something different. You're going to learn something different. Technology advances. You get new phones. You get new watches. You get new calculators, new everything. And not a lot of people can sit here and say, I got everything new. No, I get that. But my whole point is to be grateful for what you have now, so that way the blessings and the law of attraction and the law of resonance can completely bless you. The universe will bless you with new things, new opportunities. You just have to be present to be able to see them, feel them, understand them, comprehend them, and act towards them. So put in the work. And when I say put in the work, I don't mean like all these other motivational speakers like, okay, you got to put in this work. You got to wake up every single day at 5 a.m, go to the gym. Yeah, of course. This is very essential to be healthy, to be optimal longevity. You want to last more. You want to last as much as you can, right? There's no such thing as knowing when you're going to die, but it is for sure that we will. Now, it's a whole different topic if there's life after death. But I do believe that our souls live forever. So just understand that the people around you and the people that you encounter on a daily basis are the people that are going to make you grow. So please be grateful for those people that you encounter. And please just understand that, again, we are all different, hence the podcast title, You and I See Different. And this is your host, Julian Luciano. Thank you for stopping in for such short commenting. I just wanted to say we are all beautiful. We are all, great. We are all able to accomplish whatever we want. We all have the same body. We all have the same organs. We all have the same brain, spinal cord, feet, legs, thighs, hands, arms, forearms, shoulders. I mean, yes, there are exceptions, of course, but interesting that sometimes you see somebody with no limbs and they're so dedicated and they're so motivated. I seen this guy one time at the gym, LA Fitness or Esporta now, and he was with his wife. He was paralyzed from the waist down. He did have legs, but they were just, paralyzed, right? So I've never seen somebody work so hard on their physique of their upper body and sweat so much on those machines, man. I get so emotional because it's crazy how people that have more than a paralyzed person, quote unquote, more, can feel so down. But that's okay because we are all on our own journey. But to this point, to this case, this person was completely happy. He was on the floor. His wife had to assist him and pick him up, to put him on the chair so that he can work out and so that he can stroll on to the next weight machine or their next exercise. And I say this just to say I had to shake his hand that day. I had to shake his hand and say, look, you inspire so many people in here, you have no idea. They may not tell you, but you do. And he was baffled. He was clearly emotional, but my whole point is that we all have our own time. We will all figure it out when in due time. Just keep up with the process. Understand that it is a process. It is a long game, guys. Be loved, love on, love your community, love your neighbor, and understand that if we can work on these 3 specific things, mental, physical, and emotional health, we can live to our max potential and enjoy the present. So enjoy the present, enjoy the day, because golly, it is such a beautiful one. You and I see different. I love all of you. May the peace be with you and bless you all, for we are all one. Thank you again.